What is up, wrestling fans? This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. Survivor Series has just wrapped up. What the heck happened tonight? I'm going to let you know, and it all starts right now. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. This is Kayfabe Chronicles, and I am your host, JP. If this is your first time here, please stick around for a little while. Partake in the chat room to the left-hand side. If you guys like what you see, make sure to crush that like button, hit subscribe, and make sure to click that bell notification for whenever we go live. And if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out our Facebook page and our Twitter account. All right, what are we talking about tonight? What are we talking about? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about, just gotta get my cards ready. We are talking about Survivor Series. Woo! All right, Survivor Series. Pretty decent build going into this year. Same repetitiveness as always. Oh, Raw versus SmackDown. Who's going to win? Who's going to be the brand supremacist? Whatever. Nothing too crazy. Said I'm pretty tired, so I'm going to try to zippity-doo-dow through this as quick as possible. Hello, Elizabeth. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for partaking in the chat room. As always, nice to see ya. Oh, and I fully agree. That was just like, what? Blew my mind. I'll be talking about that once it gets into the actual order. But yeah, that was awesome. Did not see that coming. That blew my mind into a new oblivion. So, pre-show. Had the tag match. Didn't watch it. On to the next one. Yeah, I rarely watch the pre-show, unfortunately. That's just not who I am. Unfortunately, you know, I got a kid, got to get him to bed, so unfortunately the pre-show rarely falls into my thing. But let's talk about the actual night itself. So we open up with the women's 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. This picture is not accurate. There were some changes that happened. Natalya and Ruby Riott started fighting during the pre-show. So Alexa Bliss was like, hey, none of that. You guys are off the team, and I'm going to be replacing you with Sasha and Bayley. Awesome. That makes a hell of a lot more sense. This whole thing, I was like, why would Natalya and Ruby Riott be on the same team if they're mortal enemies? That did not make sense. And, of course, the hidden member of Team SmackDown who was released, it was going to be Mandy Rose. Little upsetting on that. I was really hoping it was going to be Nikki Cross. Really hoping it was going to be Kairi Sane or somebody like that. But, hey, whatever. The match itself was pretty decent. A lot of the women really impressed me in this one. Nia Jax, holy crap, listen to the heat. As soon as her music hit, man, like, you could have gone into, like, a puppy mill and, like, killed everything and, like, ran over, like an orphanage and, like, blew up, like, a well-known relic or something, and you wouldn't have been booed as much as Nia Jax. Holy living crap. Wow, and that's not even heel heat. That's a legitimate we hate you heat. And I'm glad the WWE is kind of pushing on it. So Naomi and Tamina start. It's pretty cool. A lot of Becky chants. Which is great. Really glad to see that Becky is still in this. Giant bench brawl comes in. Everyone's all fighting. And Naomi, in all of it, just gets super kicked in the face from Tamina. And she is out really quick. Kind of repetitive from last year. In last year's Raw SmackDown thing, Becky Lynch got eliminated really quick, and she was the SmackDown team captain. So this year, Naomi got eliminated really quick, and she was the SmackDown team captain. So a little bit of repetitiveness. While Tamina is celebrating, she gets rolled up for the 3 count. So we are now even at 4-4. Carmella celebrates with, you guessed it, a dance break. Loved it. Nia Jax makes her way into the ring, though. Crowd just boos all again. Despite everything that's kind of happened with Nia, like everyone hating on her, I think she's carrying herself really well. I actually do enjoy the whole face breaker angle that she's doing right now. Really digging that. Wasn't too bad, though. A lot of boos. Let me check out my notes. Okay, Mandy and Sonya Deville kind of co-eliminate Mickie James. Like, she gets hit with the knee strike, and then they kind of argue about who should pin her. So this is, of course, Mickie James' first loss at a Survivor Series. Kind of sad. Let's see, what else do we got here? Fall on Mickie. Okay. Bayley comes in, eliminates Carmella with a Bayley to belly, which is pretty cool. And then Sasha eliminates Mandy Rose right after with the backstabber slash backstatement. It was okay. One person really impressed me in this match was actually Sonya Deville. I know a while ago I was hating on Sonya Deville because I didn't really see it, but now that I actually am watching Sonya, she has grown so much. Absolute beautiful, great work by Sonya. This was Sonya's best match, hands down. This is Sonya Deville's best match that she's had since moving up to the main roster. Actually, probably her best match even when she was in NXT. Great. She had some really good looks with Bayley. They fought each other outside the ring. Unfortunately, they were both counted out, but I even tweeted, this Sonya really impressed me. Very proud of her. She's come so far from her earlier days on Tough Enough and then coming into now. So 2 thumbs up to Sonya Deville. You worked your butt off in this match. Very impressed with you. You are getting there. So that just, of course, leads... that just left, of course, Asuka and Asuka taking on Sasha Banks and Nia Jax. Asuka fighting Sasha pretty good back and forth between the two. Nia Jax interferes and pushes Sasha off the top rope. That's right, her own team member, resulting in Sasha getting eliminated with the Asuka lock. Immediately after, Nia Jax comes in and just decimates Asuka. Hits her with about 5 leg drops, hits her with a Samoan drop, and your sole survivor is Nia Jax, as predicted. The thing is, everyone who's posting on Twitter after, oh, that's how you reward somebody that botches a move. I guarantee 100%, even if Nia Jax hadn't broken Becky's face prior to this, Nia would have been the sole survivor. Why? Because she's the #1 competitor, and it makes sense for her to look like a raging monster heading into her title match. Think, people. And I don't care if I lose viewers over that. It just makes total sense. I guarantee weeks ago, Nia was going to be voted as the sole survivor. So they're not rewarding her for doing something stupid in the ring. They're rewarding her because it makes the most sense storyline-wise, because she is the #1 freaking competitor. Overall, though, match was really good. I enjoyed it. I fully agree. Sonya needs a title reign. That'd be great. Mickie James, I know she's from your hometown. I know you've met her, too. That's awesome. It's so good that we can share that we got wrestlers from our hometowns. Like I said, I'm a very proud Winnipeg boy. Said, I got Kenny Omega, I got Rosemary, I got technically Roddy Piper. He wasn't born here, but he was raised here. Same with Chris Jericho. He wasn't born here, but he was raised here. But yeah, let's go on to the next match, which I actually really enjoyed. It was, where is that card? Oh my god, what is going on with my cards? Where are we going? Okay, we got Cruiserweight, we got the women's match, we got men's, we got... Did I forget to make this? There we go. Boom! Seth Rollins taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. And hello, Kami Wolf. Welcome to the chat room. Write some more stuff. Let's chat. Let's have a good time. Woo, woo, bring it on. I'm very tired. But I said that this was going to be the match of the night. Sadly, it wasn't. But it was pretty freaking good. It did take a long time to get going, though. It took, I just wish WWE would let Shinsuke do what he has the potential to do. On paper, this should have been a 10 out of 10. Overall, I give it about a 7. It was very, very slow-paced. I really liked when Seth did the whole, come on, taunting Shinsuke. That was really, really fun. Overall, though, it was a lot of back and forth. No one really dominated really a whole lot. The crowd was split. There was Nakamura burning down chants, which was really great. I liked the ending sequence, though, when they kind of countered the curb stomp into the Kinshasa and counter, back and forth. Finally, Shinsuke misses the Kinshasa, gets hit with a curb stomp, and Seth Rollins wins the match 1, 2, 3. And then at the end, they had kind of a mutual respect. They looked at each other's face and nodded, yeah, that's right. It's really tough. Yeah, like I said, I just wish, I want to see New Japan Shin before he leaves. I want to see the King of Strong. So I want to see how I was introduced to Shinsuke Nakamura. But overall, though, pretty good. Backstage right after that, though, really fun promo. Braun Strowman kind of hyping up Team Monday Night Raw. He's all like, I don't like you. I don't like you. Looks at Lio Rush. I don't even know who the hell you are. That was really funny. They kind of fight and argue a little bit, and then R-Truth comes. He's like, yeah, guys, let's get it together. And all I could think about is in Kids in the Hall Brain Candy, when like one of Dave Foley's characters like, Jesus Christ, I think we got it. And then they look at him, who the hell are you? Just a guy. Really good though. Overall, decent match, but yeah, I wish it was more. All right, what do we got next? We got the tag team match. We got the Bar taking on AOP. Overall, it wasn't. Oh, they do need to bring back Little Jimmy. They do need to bring back Little Jimmy. That was some good times. You know what? R-Truth, I'm gonna flat out say it. For a guy of his age, he looks damn amazing. He's like what, 47, 48 around there? Like, he's an older guy, and holy crap, he looks good. And everything he does is funny. Like, I remember in the Royal Rumble when he came down and set up the ladder and, like, tries to reach for, like, the non-existent Money in the Bank. Brilliant. R-Truth, you are a gem among men. It's really funny when you look at AOP, though. Because, like, in NXT, they were huge. Like, big dudes. And now they moved up to the main roster, and they're still big, but they're very small compared to like the Bar. They're tiny compared to like the Bludgeon Brothers. They're tiny. Like it's just really weird just to see like how much smaller they are compared to the Bar. Like actually watch this match and like pause it and like look at them. And you're like, oh, they're really not that big when you actually break it down. Like granted, they're still amazing performers. I love the Authors of Pain. I really like that they really held their own for a good chunk of this match. Like I was actually a little worried that there was going to be a lot of botches and a lot of sloppiness, but they did very, very well against the Bar. I absolutely dug it. Match kind of ends when Drake Maverick starts to cause some crap outside the ring. Starts, kind of chasing, running away from the Bar. He gets caught by the Big Show, who like kind of chokes him. Drake pees himself because apparently that's comedy nowadays. Meanwhile, while all the audience is laughing at that, the AOP manages to hit Sheamus with a different form of their finisher. I still like their other one, like the last chapter. I think that's a lot better than this, like suplex into powerbomb, which is still pretty cool. But whatever, the Authors of Pain get the win. Great job. I was really, really hoping that they would actually pick up this win, and they did. So 2 thumbs up. Great job, Authors of Pain. Now this match really holds a special thing to my heart. I've been a fan of cruiserweights for a long time. Like as a kid, I wanted to be a wrestler. Most wrestling fans did, but I'm not a big dude. Like I'm like 5'9". Maybe at my prime I was like 160, 170 pounds, if that. When I actually worked out, and then I stopped. But like, I figured if I was ever to become a wrestler, I would have to become a cruiserweight wrestler. Like, like Ultimo Dragon really inspired me. Jamie Noble, the Hurricane, Billy Kidman. But above all, it was 1-2-3 Kid, like X-Pac, Six, whatever you want to call him. He's the one that really inspired me the most. So I've always been a fan of cruiserweight wrestling, and I don't miss 205. I love 205 every week. It's one of that and NXT I always watch, and just really bugs me how 205 was always constantly getting crapped on. Always on the pre-show of the events. Like, you never get to see like any of their matches ever. So I was very excited when I found out that this was finally going to be on the main card. And well deserved. Like, this match, if you didn't see Mustafa Ali's and Buddy Murphy's match from earlier this year, I recommend you check that one out as well. It was even better than this one. And this match here is freaking hard to top. Oh my god, so much stuff. You got flips, you got kicks, the Spanish fly off the announce table, brilliant. I just love how Buddy Murphy just knows how to utilize his power and his stance perfectly. Like I said, he's a pretty big guy. Like, he's big for a cruiserweight, and he really knows how to utilize his size. Like I said, a lot of throws, a lot of power, just absolutely great. This match, I don't even have words to explain how freaking good this was. I'm just kind of going over some of my notes. I loved Mustafa Ali's reverse hurricanrana. I actually thought Buddy got paralyzed from it. That's how good it looked. The 205 chants from the crowd. But the thing that made me feel the best was that this is awesome. And like, just like a tear came down my face, like knowing, like, yes, cruiserweight division, you guys finally did it. You guys finally belong on the main roster. Buddy Murphy tried for Murphy's Law, which is his finisher. Wasn't able to capitalize on it the first time, but he's able to catch Mustafa Ali with a couple power bombs, a good shot to the head, and hits him with the Murphy's Law and retains his title. Great match, one of the best matches of the night. And you are right, Mustafa Ali, super cool, just guy. Like he's just very family orientated, very culturally orientated. His stuff on social media is absolutely great. He just seems like a really cool guy to hang out with. And he's also a former police officer turned wrestler. So that's really good. And Buddy Murphy, as we all know, is with Alexa Bliss. But hey, whatever. We're all good. Great match, though. Loved every freaking second of it. All right, let's go on to the next match. We got the men's 5-on-5. It was okay. I really liked that Braun and Drew kept arguing the entire time. That was a really cool added storyline to it. Samoa Joe got eliminated pretty damn quick. He starts the match. He tries to lock the Coquina clutch into Drew McIntyre. I keep calling him Drew Galloway a couple times. He breaks out, hits him with a claymore, and he's out. I'm thinking one of two things. A, Samoa Joe's injured again, and they had to get him out of the match. Or two, he must have shit in somebody's cereal, because that is not fair for Samoa Joe. And I loved as soon as Samoa Joe was eliminated, just everybody was just chanting bullshit. It just bugs me, because Samoa Joe is so much better than that. I'm really hoping that there's some stupid reason, and that they're just not crapping on him. Whatever, though. Shane McMahon came in, did his little weird crap. Braun and Drew continue to fight, and then the entire team implodes. Everybody just gets in there. Everybody's hitting everybody. The entire SmackDown team teams up on Braun Strowman. They get him onto the table. Shane McMahon hits him with the crazy-ass old man elbow drop. Braun's out for 98% of the match. Whatever. I really enjoyed the next big segment was Finn Balor fighting Rey Mysterio. Awesome. Really good one-on-one between the two. It was a good, decent match. It was about 2-3 minutes of them just fighting one-on-one. Rey finally hit the dropping of the dime to eliminate Finn Balor, so we are pretty much even now. Overall, they fought a little bit more. Shane manages to hit the coast-to-coast on Dolph Ziggler, eliminates him, and then it was pretty much the Braun show. Braun comes in after being all eliminated, just absolutely demolishes. He eliminates Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio pretty quick. The Miz tries to escape. He hits him with a power slam. And then it's just Shane McMahon left. Braun takes care of him pretty damn easily. And that's it. It's pretty much a repeat of the Elimination Chamber where Braun Strowman pretty much eliminated everybody. I see what they were doing with the storyline, but I don't feel that they delivered on it. I feel they could have done a lot more. As soon as the match is over, they're celebrating. Baron Corbin jumps Braun Strowman from behind and then runs out of the ring to celebrate with the rest of the team, and Braun Strowman just stares at the rest of them. I get what they're trying to do. They're really trying to push Braun as the unbeatable monster, and granted, I know he's going to have a fight. He's going to fight Bobby Lashley. He's going to fight Baron Corbin. He's going to fight Brock Lesnar. He's going to fight everybody eventually. It just... match didn't do it for me. Really didn't dig it. It was just too repetitive like before. Alright, very next match. Most likely the match tonight. Only thing that sucks is I lost my feed for the first 3/4 of it, and I missed almost all of it. I'm not even kidding. As soon as the bell rang, my screen went blank. I finally managed to get back online, and all I remember is just Ronda Rousey bleeding from her mouth. So I don't really know how that happened. I'm probably going to find a feed so I can rewatch it for myself, but just reading up on Twitter, apparently it was absolutely phenomenal. It bugs me because I was really looking forward to this damn match. They fought pretty damn hard. One part I really liked was that Ronda Rousey was trying to get herself going, this is my house. You don't beat me in my home state, and she just gets speared. Oh, so good. A lot of great back and forth. A lot of Ronda Rousey trying to get Charlotte into the armbar. Charlotte manages to lock in the figure 4. She can't get the figure 8. Bryan can't get the figure 8 though because Charlotte manages to grab a leg, and they're rolling back and forth. A lot of great counters. It was a lot of powdering out, but it was telling the story that they were just trying to one up one another. End of the match happens where they're chasing each other around the ring. Ronda runs right into a kendo stick from Charlotte. Charlotte gets disqualified. She gets Ronda back in the ring and just beats the living crap out of her with 2 kendo sticks. Ronda gets a steel chair, hits her with the steel chair a couple times, leaves the ring, comes back in, hits her with a natural selection through the chair, wraps the chair around Ronda's neck, and then just stomps on it and continues to beat the crap out of her some more. Eventually, they calm Charlotte down, and the crowd is cheering, "You deserved it," to Ronda Rousey. Becky chants are going, "Thank you, Charlotte." Why? Like, I literally thought that Ronda Rousey was a fan favorite going into this. Like, everyone cheers her when she comes down the aisle. She shakes people's hands. Like, why the quick turn? I'm really confused by it. Ronda looked really bad after it, though. Like, wow. Like, you could see the welts and the bruises and the blood all over himself from those kendo stick shots. I guarantee she flat out told Charlotte, like, hit me for real, just freaking do it. Oh, I loved it. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm definitely gonna need to watch this match from start to finish. It just sucks. Like, I always lose feed during the good parts. But overall, though, great match. Like I said, like the 10 minutes I saw were absolutely breathtaking. Match of the night for sure. Loved it. Great storytelling between the two. I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. Is Ronda going to recruit the 4 horsewomen now? Who knows what's going to happen? But I'm really shocked that the audience like completely just turned their back on Rousey. That was really weird. Really, really weird. I think people might have been put off by the millennial promo. Yeah, I'm turned off by avocado toast as well too. But whatever. Okay. Let's close it off with Brock Lesnar taking on Daniel Bryan. It started really, really weird. Really, really weird. Daniel Bryan powders out of the ring for the first couple minutes, and he's just kind of taunting Brock Lesnar, doing the whole stick and move. Eventually, Brock Lesnar gets a hold of Daniel Bryan and just beats the living crap out of him for like a good 5 to 10 minutes. It's just suplex city. And here I am like, oh, great. Is this how this crap's going to be? He finally gets caught into an F5, and while he's doing the F5, Daniel Bryan kicks the referee, knocking him out, counters the F5, like lands on his feet. He sees the referee's not looking, so he just takes frickin' Brock Lesnar. I'm going to quote my man, Brian Zane from Wrestling With Regret, takes him to Dick Kick City, goes for the high knee, hits him in the face. 1-2, Brock Lesnar kicks out. Really, really good. It kind of got a little slow-paced after that. A lot of rest holds. But granted, though, like, one just got, like, suplexed 10,000 times. The other one just got his junk kicked. So it's time for some rest holds. They kind of fought back and forth for a little bit. Daniel Bryan gets a couple good counters in. Right at the end of the match, though, he was going to go for the F5 one more time. Brock's knee gives out, drops down, and he locks him into the S-lock. Brock manages to break out, tries to escape, gets locked into the S-lock one more time. You think Brock's about to tap, but Brock manages to roll Daniel Bryan over. Daniel Bryan tries to hook him into a triangle chokehold, but it is too much for Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar easily flips Daniel Bryan up into an F5, hits him, and that is it. 1, 2, 3, Brock Lesnar finishes the match as the winner, and Monday Night Raw shuts out SmackDown completely, unless you count the pre-show where SmackDown won, but apparently that match did not count. So here's my question in regards to the booking. What was the point of having, like, if you're just going to have Raw win, like, why have them win every single match? Like, I know they're trying to push them as the dominant brand, like, storytelling-wise, but I don't know, like, some of the booking choices were really weird. All the wrestlers worked their asses off. Don't get me wrong. Every single wrestler tonight worked their butt off, did what they could do. Phenomenal matches, per se, between all of them, but just the booking decisions seemed a little bit off, and just kind of the inner storytelling. Match of the night, Charlotte versus Ronda Rousey, even though I only saw a little bit of it, and then followed by Buddy Murphy and Mustafa Ali. Absolutely great. Absolutely great. I really dug it, though. I enjoyed a lot of it. Um, yeah, it is what it is. I live with the fact that SmackDown gets crapped on every single time, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Oh well. All right, that is all from me tonight. What did you guys think about Survivor Series? Let me know in the comments section below. As always, if you guys like what you saw, make sure to crush that like button, hit subscribe, and click the bell notification for whenever we post videos. We usually go live Sunday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, except for pay-per-view nights, like tonight, where we will always go on after the show to discuss the show. As always, thank you guys so much for partaking in the chat room. It's nice to see a regular viewer as always. It was nice to see a different face. If you're still in the chat room, thank you so much for checking us out. And I hope you come back another time. All right. As always, though, I don't know what kind of videos I got posted. As usual, this Wednesday we'll be doing our NXT review. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the post-War Games episode. It's going to be amazing. Looking forward to seeing what's going on in regards to everything that happened. War Games was awesome. Sadly, I wasn't able to do a review on that. I didn't get it done until pretty late last night because I had to work for the first half of it, so I watched the second half and then watched the first half. For me, the match of the night was Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black. Absolutely amazing. The storytelling, just like based on wrestling and nail biting, I would go with Dream and Ciampa, but based on just like total package, storytelling, investment, everything, I gotta go with Gargano and Aleister Black. And War Games was pretty good. All the matches were great. Loved it from front to back. Even that Matt Riddle Cassius Ohno thing at the beginning, if you can consider that a match. All right. Anyways, that is all for me. And yes, Kyrie will get her belt back. You don't you worry. She will get her treasure back. I guarantee it. All right. This is JP from Kayfabe Chronicles. You guys have yourself a great night, and I'll see you next time.